Winter is coming, and I pledge my allegiance to House Stark. Are you ready for winter? Winter is definitely coming in just a few hours, and I am getting ready. I am make sure I'm ready to fight the White Walker. So I got this Longclaw here. It's a limited edition piece. It's actually a limited edition to 1,500 made. I think it's still available online in valeriansteel.com. It's really amazing piece. I'm not sure it's 100% replica or the same as the Game of Thrones, but it's definitely really good to have one if you're a Game of Thrones fan. So I hope the Game of Thrones fans guys there is able to still get this. It's not cheap though. This limited edition is a bit pricey. There is a regular one, so that one is a bit more cheaper, but this one I like this because it's a limited edition, and it's also a Damascus Steel for this piece. So keep watching. I'll try to show you all the details of this one, how good it is, and where I also got this here in Singapore. And it's a bit complicated because again, this is a Damascus Steel. I explain a bit also what Damascus Steel is, and I also explain a bit what is somehow the history of this and some theories about the Longclaw. So keep watching, help me share with everyone. If you like the video, click the thumbs up, and if you like my channel, subscribe to my channel, The NCHANZPLACE. So before we go and delve into the details of this piece, a bit of history of the Longclaw. So this has actually been like 5 centuries in the Mormont family, and this was given from Jorah Mormont to Jon Snow. I forget what episode that one, but he gave it in honor of basically he honored Jon Snow for this one. And even Jon Snow said, why not? I forgot the entire conversation, but I remember that Jorah also explained that his son Jorah is actually had betrayed their family, has made their family name shame, or has basically shamed their family name, and that's why he's giving this also to Jon Snow, and that Jon Snow is actually also let's say earned this Longclaw. So previously this is actually a bear, because the Mormons are the, let's say, the rulers, or the ones who rule the land of Bear Island, if I'm correct. So this is actually previously a bear, and then he changed it to the dire wolves, which is for Jon Snow, for the Starks. But there are also theories previously that this was actually the Blackfire, which was also the sword of Aegon Targaryen, and that I remember the theory is that it was never found. And this is actually, as you know, this is a bastard sword. So I think if I got it correctly, a bastard sword is, I think it's a 2.5 hand sword, meaning it has a really long handle. I hope I got it right, but yeah, this is a bastard sword, or somehow like a long sword. And Jon Snow ever since brought this one, and the most famous, or basically what made this also famous, was that when he fought the White Walkers, and it was the first time this was used to kill the White Walker. So at least we've seen it kill the White Walker, and that was super amazing. That's why this sword here got really famous. So this is Longclaw, everyone. Really amazing stuff. So regarding the sword, this is actually a Damascus Steel. Let me try to open. So this is a Damascus Steel, and from what I understand is that Damascus Steel is the steel that you can use for weapons. And according to them is that, or according to history, basically is that this is the sword. They said that it's coming from Syria, Damascus, but they said that the steel is actually from India, and that they used wood, or I forgot I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and put some stuff like also charcoal or wood, and made this steel. And basically I think it's that good that in Damascus they use this steel, or this type of steel, to create weapons, and that's the swords. For this one, that's why it's also a bit expensive, because it's a Damascus Steel. That means this is not yet sharp, but if you want this to be sharp, you can actually make this very sharp and use this really like a real sword. I don't want that because according to the guys or the person who sold me this one, was that it actually might damage also the piece, and it will, he said it will lose some value or make it more, or might not look that good anymore for display. So I really like this one. The details is pretty good. When you buy this, you can just buy this with the, how would say, the sword, and I think the sword is around 36 inches or 35 and a half. And again, you buy the sword and it's not coming with the scabbard. The scabbard is also a bit different, but the scabbard is actually the one that made me buy this piece, because basically the scabbard is leather. It looks very good, really amazing. I show you later a video with close-ups for both the sword and also the scabbard, and also this entire piece here, like this one. It's pretty amazing. The wolf here is also, I'm not sure if this is that accurate. Look at that. Looks pretty amazing. So I'm not sure it's 100% accurate, but again, it looks pretty good. It has something like a diamond eyes. I do not know what it is, but it looks pretty good. I like the black lines together with the white ones. Really amazing stuff. And the handle is also leather. That is actually pretty good. The scabbard is also leather with this I guess gold or yellowish guards here. This one's, look at that, pretty amazing. And it also has very nice buckles, or I'm not sure if these are called buckles, but it also pretty good. And it has also some details in here as well. Really amazing stuff. I really love it. This is actually my first sword. I really hope I wouldn't buy another one, but I'm aiming for basically the Sting. The Sting is also another thing. I actually wanted to buy the Sting. I ended up buying this one, so it's really good. I'm fully prepared with the White Walkers coming. I hope you guys also. So stay tuned and keep watching. I show you the details on this one. I hope you would enjoy the video. I hope I can give you all the details that you want to see here and help you convince if you want to buy this or not. So thank you and keep watching. This is Longclaw.